I had an idea in my head of what it was going to be. Just us coming out here playing cowboy. But I didn't expect God to show up as he's shown up for me this whole week. And I've grown close with these men. And one thing that hit me real hard yesterday is because I've done a little cowboying, but it's been years. And so when you see all these guys, in the arena team or they work these ranches and stuff, and I didn't think I had, what it took to hang with them. But yesterday when we got done, Bryce came up to me and said, "You made a hand. You're riding with me tomorrow." And that just meant a lot to me, because I came up here and I have some skill and stuff, but I just didn't think I was up there. And to hear people who I know do this for their living, to say you can hang with us and you're up there, and that meant a lot to me. And just every tent meeting we've had, God's shown up and has moved me. And it's real nice, because I've been praying to God, and sometimes it feels like you're just screaming at the sky. But to have him come down and just really say, "Hey, I'm still here. I still love you." Even though you're throwing all your weight against all your struggles, all your problems, your hopes, your fears, to have God still come in and say, "I still got you." And that's what this week's done for me. And I didn't realize how much I needed this, both, the fun, the cowboying side, but just coming up and get closer to God. I didn't realize how much I needed. And I'm so grateful that, I put my name on the list, because boy did I need it.
Now, when I say the drive, I am talking about today, but I'm also talking about this entire trip, the drive. Tell me how the drive went for you. What did you encounter, and what did you see? I want to know your thoughts about all of it.
I've seen 21 men. Well, let's say 20. I can't include myself. I've seen 20 men that only knew each other at church by a face, a hello, a good morning, how you doing? Bond, get to know one another, share things that you normally wouldn't share, open up, talk about things. Some wept. Some guys just, like last night's tent ministry broke a lot of people, and there was a lot of spiritual movement last night. I'm talking, the Lord was moving, and people were feeling convicted and excited at the same time. It's not one of those depressed conviction like, "Oh, poor me." It's an excitement that I have an opportunity to be better than what I am right now, and Jesus does love me, and he doesn't care about my past. He cares more about my future. And them guys learning that, man, whew, it was tough. And I'm gonna tell you, last night I'm gonna make a confession. I was one of them. Somehow, some way on this drive, I became a little selfish. And how quick when a man becomes selfish, he loses the whole reason behind the mission. And so, he's got a new name now. Zach is no longer Zach. It's Broken Horse. That's what Two Bears named him today, Old Broken Horse.
Yeah, we talked about that in his interview.
So we got Broken Horse, and then we have Bryce. We all know them two talk all the time. I don't know, so going out, I like my time, and I like to be quiet. Even though I'm riding and I got cows in front of me, my mind and my heart is constantly with God, and what's the ministry going to be, the tent meeting going to be about tonight, and then you got these guys, and I kind of got irritated with that, and kind of started hacking on them about talking too much, and So then I saw old Broken Horse start withdrawing from saying things, and I thought, yeah, man, finally some peace. After last night's meeting, he said, oh my God, I've never been so ashamed of myself. We were sitting there and we were talking about the meeting we had and how, and he was crying. And he said, I'm just so excited because I don't have any friends. I'm lonely. And he said, and better yet, I'm getting to eat. When he said that, I was so mad at myself. And I'm thinking, here I am. Thinking about me when the whole purpose of the drive was to be focused on those men. So, even though you're the leader, you can be taught a lesson at the same time. So today I made a mission on myself. I said, I'm going to let Zach talk all he wants. And I'm going to talk back, even though I don't understand half the stuff that boy says. I'm just going to listen. And I'm going to love him. And I'm going to be his friend. And, but what killed me is he never talks about what he doesn't have. And when I found out last night, he hardly eats because he doesn't have enough money, and he was so excited. I mean, at Chuck Wagon, they have fed us. I mean, you can't even go to restaurants and eat as good as we've been eating here. I mean, it's just been crazy. But anyway, back to your question. It's changed all of us, including me. Listening to these guys and stepping back a little bit for myself and reminding me why I'm here. And it's not about me. I shouldn't be worried about me. I should be worried about these guys. And so it ended on a good note last night. That boy, I love him. He's one of those guys that when I pull up at the feed store, I don't have to tell him nothing. By the time I pay my bill and come out there, my truck is loaded. And he's always like that. And he's a good kid. And man, it just took me down about that small when he was sharing some of his testimony with me. And I thought, here I am. I can't even sit and listen to this boy. But as I see these men, and I hear each one of them, their testimony of what this week has done for them. This is what it's all about. Mission accomplished. I can't wait for next year.